Hey everybody, welcome to Goddamn Wonderful Happenings. That was suggested by Mike Vale 2 on Twitter. We're giving Patreon members early access to our pre-taped episodes, and also we're going to try to do some prizes, giveaways and whatnot, pre-show live stream that you can watch. For all of that, make sure you become a 420 Club member on Patreon. Sign up at patreon.com/gettingdoug. Doug plugs. Be sure to check out my food podcast, Dining with D and K, on iTunes from Starburns Audio. I'm doing stand-up on Wednesday, December 26th at the American Comedy Company in San Diego, the Improv in Irvine, December 27th, and 2 shows on New Year's Eve at Cap City Comedy in Austin, Texas. For all of my dates and deets, go to douglovesmovies.com and enjoy the show. Blast off. Here we are in the basement with 2 newbies, 2 first-time guests. Let's hear it for Blair Socci and Nate Craig. Socci, did I say it right?
Yes, that was amazing. That never happened.
Because people get it wrong all the time, don't they?
Yeah, I don't really correct them either. Because phonetically, I feel like they're right,
Well, what's their first attempt usually?
Sochi.
They go Sochi. And
Yeah.
do they do it more or less since the Olympics were in Sochi?
More.
So much more.
Yes.
I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would have been my guess if you guys hadn't had this conversation.
Well, thank you for being here, Blair and Nate.
It's a thrill.
Are you both, how much would you say you smoke? Do you smoke a lot, a little?
Couple, 3 times a week.
Just to be here? I've had some people come on the show, well, I don't really smoke. I'm like, what? Get out of here. Get out of here.
No, I smoke.
What are you doing?
I smoke a couple, 3 times a week, but yeah, I could definitely get too stoned.
Do you perform high?
I don't. If I know I'm going to perform, I do not. If I'm going to perform,
If it just happens accidentally?
if
You're already high and somebody goes, hey, you want to do a spot?
We're good.
Okay.
But if it's something that I could mess up by getting stoned, having known I was going to go on stage, then I can mess with my
Right.
And I would rather avoid that.
Yeah, that makes sense. It does. It can make you paranoid. How about you, Blair?
I smoke a good amount. My rule is no smoking in the daytime. So today I'm breaking the law.
Thank you for breaking that rule for us today.
Yes. Sometimes on stage. I mean, not on stage.
So what counts as daytime? Like actual sunset is when you could smoke, or do you have to wait until a certain time?
Till the dark.
Dark. So because this time of year, it gets dark at like 5.
Yeah.
So
there's loopholes.
You're getting a real good jump on it, but then also it'd be sad in the summertime to be sitting there until 8 o'clock at night before you could finally
Just
smoke.
watching it.
Right. Things do get looser in the summer, though.
Okay, good.
Everyone knows that.
All right. That's just a general rule.
Yeah, it's a law.
All right. Well, so we loaded up all the pipes on the table with some sativa. This time it's called Grapefruit Haze. And then for an indica, we got Grand Slam. Which sounds pretty intense, but we didn't put any indica into any of the pipes because most of our guests prefer sativa.
I like indica.
Okay, so...
I'm an indica guy, but also I'm an anything guy.
Well, here's the Grand Slam.
Okay.
So if you want to open that up and you can, pop that into any pipe that doesn't have anything in it already. Like
this thing
like
right
this
here.
one's
What
very
about this?
regal.
This is a
Well, that's
production.
I think that one.
Is this just a display model?
I think it needs to have a little bit of water in it, right? Isn't it kind of a water pipe situation?
Yep, looks like it, yep.
I think so. So yeah, but you could do this thing.
Oh, that's cool.
The Wapner.
Yeah, the Wapner.
A gavel.
And you'd like an indica as well?
Yeah, I'll do
This is exciting.
anything,
This is
but-
an exciting turn. Let's grind up that indica for you guys.
Yeah.
I've never had two guests that both want indica. This is incredible.
What by your observation, what type of people like indica as opposed to sativa?
The people who like indica just want to, go home and sleep.
More of this? Sure.
Yeah, let's do it all.
Okay, get it.
Yeah, I'm so excited, you guys. Seriously, the indica gets ignored every week.
Yeah, we're here to change that.
Yeah, and then our guy that does the dabs on the show, Taylor, he just takes the indica with him. I don't take it with me. I just steal the sativa. But
Indica does that to you as well. It relaxes you and puts you in the couch. Does that hold true?
that's my story. But I avoid indica so much. I feel like I need to give it more of a chance and see if maybe it's not just going to put me to
I would
sleep.
guess you have given it so many chances.
Well, especially hybrids and and also when people pass you something and you're like, what's this? And they're like, I don't know. It's just the weed I have.
That's how I live through my weed life.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have no fucking clue what this is.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's going to get you high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the main thing.
But not anymore. I mean, now it's titled and labeled and specifically.
Yeah, well, it is in some circles, especially places where it's legal now. There's all that, but there's still plenty of places you go where it's just like, here's my bag of weed that I have, There you go. Give that a
This
whirl.
reminds me of like in a movie when someone's about to get tortured and they have all the different things to choose from.
Yeah, and they make the victim look at everything like
Yeah.
all of this could happen to you.
Yeah, like I don't know what to go for.
So many of these could be inside you or poking at you.
Yeah.
But let me do this. I'm gonna clean this one out. Oh, there you go. You can just both share
Thank
the
you.
old. Wow, you pack a good bowl there, Taylor. Jesus. No tapping this one out.
Nice job,
wow. How did you do that? You use a machine?
My fingers.
You're just a man. How do you do it? Oh my God, you guys, we went to the Emerald Cup this last weekend, so I'm probably high for at least the rest of the calendar year.
What's an Emerald Cup?
Any cups you don't go to?
Yeah, I missed most of the cups.
Really?
Yeah, but I've been to some stuff. I just, I'm mostly out there doing comedy.
Where do they do the Emerald Cup?
And this was up in Santa Rosa at the Sonoma County Fairgrounds, right there by the Charles M. Schultz Regional Airport. So all the planes going in and out are Sopwith camels or dog houses.
Wait, Emerald Cup is a weed fair?
Yeah, it's a weed everything. It's music. It's an exhibition. It's sales. It's smoking right there on the property. It's so much fun. We'll talk about it a little bit more later when my cohorts are out here. Let's talk about you guys. We're finally all getting high now. I feel good about that.
Beautiful.
How's that indica taste to you?
It tastes real good.
Yeah.
Pretty nice in high court.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I put some indica into this guy, and I'm gonna get on the indica train with you.
You're with us?
Yeah, I'm not against you guys. I'm with you. This hit goes out to this is for Penny Marshall. I don't know if we're supposed to laugh when I said that.
Sorry.
But yes, she passed away. And she made some awesome movies. And of course, she was Laverne.
Yes. Thank you, Doug.
Yeah. She's the reason all ladies with L at the beginning of their name like to wear it on a sweater. Really can't believe that she didn't manage to outlive Lenny or Squiggy. That's kind of surprising.
They're still kicking.
Those guys are still around, yeah.
What were their jobs?
Lenny and Squiggy?
Yeah.
I feel like they were like,
Repairmen?
I don't know, or delivery guys, or
All the above?
I don't know. Or they were always out of work. Like I think they lived in their mom's basement, one of their mother's basement or something.
Looking for work.
I haven't seen. They
weren't afraid of
I haven't
work.
seen Laverne and Shirley in a minute, but of course now we're gonna see clips from it all over the place. high history. Let's talk about it. Let's start with you, Blair. First time you ever got high.
The first time
Own high history.
Don't listen to that
The
guy.
first time I ever got high, I was a freshman in high school, or maybe it was 8th grade. No, and I think as the story goes, we lost our last volleyball game for the year, and then the seniors, we went and they went and got a fake ID, got bottles of Bud Light at a liquor store, and then we went to their parents' house, and they were like, "Here, try this, little freshman," and I was like, "Okay," and then it all went from there. Yeah.
It went well.
Yeah.
You liked it.
I did, yeah.
It's all a Bud Light commercial.
I was
it
a
ever
fan.
since.
I accidentally after that got dreadlocks for a while, but you know,
It happens to the
When you're young.
to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I saw Gone in 60 Seconds, and I was like, that'd be a cool thing for me to do.
Oh, because Angelina Jolie has them in that.
Yeah, she had like bleach blonde dreadlocks.
Yeah. So, sure. She's in that movie for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to live your life. She changed back right away to
Yeah,
that movie.
she got paid to do that.
Yeah. She got paid to look like that and talk to Nicolas Cage. Crazy experience all the way around. What about you, Nate? What was your?
I did not get dreadlocks.
What's your first time?
Smoked
Do you recall?
shake out of a tin can in the woods in between two houses.
Did you know that it was bad weed and that a tin can wasn't the optimal way to do it, or did you think everything was perfect?
I thought it. I thought it was real cool. I thought it was real cool. I thought it was. I didn't know that there was different kinds of weed. That there was quality
Right.
and there was dirt tobacco.
Yeah. You weren't sitting around going, "We got some shake.
No.
Got this shake I've heard so much about."
No, it was the demon's weed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you didn't get high, but you thought you were high, or you enjoyed the process.
First time I still had to smoke a couple times before I got high, I think. I can't tell you how good I was at smoking shake out of a tin can, Doug. But it probably wasn't very. So I didn't get stoned for a couple times. And then the first time I was stoned, I ate Mambas. And that's when I knew I was stoned.
I love Mambas.
Oh yeah, I know what those are. I don't know if I've ever eaten one.
Chewy now and laters.
Yeah. You know, I might
They're
not
like
have
the
ever
healthy
had
now
one.
and laters.
They're healthy now and laters.
Let's
Don't you
get
think?
some of those over here. I don't think that's gonna work. Just casually say in the room, let's get some of those.
I'd be
Oh,
impressed.
you're all busy? Okay. Everybody's got a job to do here.
I'd be impressed. If you could find Mambas.
We don't have somebody that's like a runner.
Maybe that's why you haven't eaten Mambas, because I don't see them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't see
I
Mambas.
can picture them.
Yeah, you know-
I can picture the package, and I feel like I see it somewhere fairly
Yeah.
regularly.
Vaguely
I feel like
island
I've seen
font.
it recently.
Yeah.
Gorgeous packaging.
Yeah, but somehow it doesn't draw me in. I like all candies, but
The
I've
big
never
long
had 'em.
ones have 4 smaller containers in them, and each one of the smaller containers has 4 pieces of each fruit.
I never understood why they did that.
It's kind of fun.
What?
I
Is
had
that
fun
why
with
they
it.
do it?
I think I might have only done it
Because
once,
it's fun?
and I remember it fondly. And I'm
Yeah,
telling the
it
story
sounds
right
like a great experience that you had.
Me when I was young, I was like, my grubby little fingers, I'm like, oh my God, I have more shit to undo, you know? Why the inside packaging?
now. Yeah, I don't know, but I like that they separated them. Felt like each separate package of flavors.
You're pro segregation?
In Mambas, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be clear about that. Why is that so important to you in a Mambas? And is one of them a Mambas or is it a Mamba?
Dang.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Each
Oh,
is
you
a,
think that's a tough
That's a
question?
brain twister.
I got some more difficult questions coming up. You just wait.
they're Mambas. They're Mambas.
Yeah, I was gonna go with an S too.
Yeah, like
No,
there's
no, no,
one
no.
M
I
and
was
M and
saying,
M
I
and
was
M.
saying no S, but I had to use an S to say it.
Oh. Because M&Ms are one M&M. One of them is an M&M.
M&Ms.
Yeah. They're not an M and an M and an M and an M until you have a whole bag of M's. We got people we got to mention
Mamba, no S.
that are on Patreon. They support this show. They keep the joints lit, as we like to say. Ernie Big Ern Lara Jr. That's a lot of name. We've run out of time for all these other names. Anthony Ammerman, Jack Mayer, Villalobos, Wendy Daly. Hey, a lady. Brian Gilbert, Back to Men. Phil CRHA. How would you pronounce that? CRHA.
Cra.
Cra? You going Cra? Cra Maga. Tyler Rosewood, Anthony Guirgis.
Spell it.
Guirguis. Guirgi? Guirgi.
Girgi. Yeah, perfect.
Girgi.
You nailed it.
Yeah. And then Sam Hook. And we'll keep reading names because we know how much people love to hear their names just read off of a list. It's like when I'm waiting around at the gate at the airport, I've got my ticket, everything's fine, there's no reason for them to call for me, but when I hear them do an announcement, like they're calling somebody over, I want to win all the time. You know what I mean? I just want that to be my name, even though there's probably a problem. You really shouldn't want to be called over.
It's a rush.
It's like when they're saying somebody left something at security, I'm always like patting myself down going, am I the one? All right, so
You have fun at the airport.
I try. I'm there so much. For all my road dates, go to douglovesmovies.com. And for more with Nate and with Blair, come back here or stay here during these messages. We'll be right back. Hey, are you in debt? It sucks, doesn't it? Especially when you can't afford to pay off your credit card every month and get hit with thousands of dollars of interest every year because of it. It can feel like a never-ending cycle, and that's why Lending Club wants to help you out. Since 2007, Lending Club has helped millions of people regain control of their finances with affordable, fixed-rate personal loans. What does that mean? Well, with Lending Club, you can consolidate your debt or pay off credit cards with one fixed monthly payment. No more going to the bank or dealing with high-interest credit cards charging you exorbitant fees. Just go to thelendingclub.com, tell them about yourself and what you want to borrow, pick the terms that are right for you, and if you're approved, your loan is automatically deposited into your bank account in as little as a few days. Lending Club is the #1 peer-to-peer lending platform with over $35 billion in loans issued so far. So if you're tired of fighting your debt alone every month, go to lendingclub.com/Doug. Check your rate in minutes and borrow up to $40,000. That's lendingclub.com/Doug, lendingclub.com/Doug. All loans made by WebBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. I've always wanted to say that.
They'll search you.
Hey, we're back. We're back in the basement. We're joined by Alicia, who's going to lay down some pot topics. And we're gonna discuss them. And then we also might do let's do that. Let's go back and forth between pot topics and my silly questions.
Ooh, all right. What do you want to start with?
I guess I should start if you're going to take a hit.
This weed is so pretty in this pipe. I'm really impressed. Do you see that? Anyway. He's not impressed.
Several purples.
Let's
purple
wait and see what a
anyway.
caveman thinks about this.
Oh, man.
What's the first pot topic?
A minute.
Hot topic. So, weed is now legally recreational in Canada. We've been talking about that a lot. But there are still people that only get it medicinally and go through their green card. And to do that, you have to get it through the mail. It's their only option for receiving it. But now, Shoppers Drug Mart is the first place that people will be able to order medical marijuana online
In Canada.
in Canada. Yes.
Can you be a non-Canadian and sitting around up there and order it?
No,
think?
you have to be a Canadian citizen with your medical marijuana card for Canada.
Okay, so you gotta make a friend when you go up there, I guess, if you want it. If you want to get it that way.
I mean, I guess if you really want to get it online. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
All right. And what's that supposed to, like, is there some sort of logic behind that system? Is there some reason they're doing it that way?
I don't know if there's a reason, other than I think, it's nice to give people more options than having to send in paperwork and receive it in the mail, so.
Okay. Nate, what do you think?
I've never ordered weed online. I don't
Ever?
know.
Have you had it, delivered?
Never had it delivered to my house.
I love delivery. I'm a big delivery fan.
Most of my neighbors do, yeah.
It's pretty neat. It's kind of like you're just sitting at home wishing you had weed and then somebody brings it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple steps in between there. But still pretty smooth.
Magic.
Yeah. Okay. My turn?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. This is a little quiz thing we do on the show called Marijuana Know Something? I'm going to ask a question. We're going to try to figure out the answer. I don't know the answer. What is the first toy to be advertised on TV? Seems guessable. It doesn't seem knowable. It doesn't seem like any of us would just know that.
Jax.
I was thinking Jax too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But is there
sad.
like a brand name behind that or something? Or do they just
think
go,
it's Jax.
Jax, try them out sometime?
JAX or something.
Yeah, if you invented Jax, you
I mean, I don't remember ever seeing a commercial for Jax.
What about like Lincoln Logs?
See, those are at least,
Or like a yo-yo.
made by the great Lincoln
A yo-yo
Company.
would
I
make
feel
a
like
cool
yo-yo's a
commercial.
good guess.
Yeah,
Thank you.
But
'cause
don't
like,
you think
like a
yo-yo-
Hasbro or somebody would make yo-yos, right?
Yeah, or Mattel, something.
Something Mattel. It could be a
Barbies.
Barbie.
Like a doll of some
Operation.
Barbie.
I thought either Frisbee or hula hoop.
I'm gonna stick by yo-yo.
She's going yo-yo, you guys. Don't try to stop her.
You probably should. I don't know.
Dang, I liked your confidence. I was going with you.
I was trying really hard to maintain it, but the more I was thinking
and then
about
you came
it,
back.
toy.
Lincoln Log.
Oh, you're taking her Lincoln Log thing?
I like how you made it singular again.
One Lincoln Log.
Lincoln Log.
Jax. S or no S?
You're nuts.
Jack.
Blair? What do you think?
I'm gonna go
First
Barbie.
toy, Barbie. I mean, this first toy must have been, what? Like, when would the first TV advertisement be? Like in the 50s? 50s?
Barbie was the first TV ad. Barbie was looking rough.
I disagree. I think she
What?
was internationally recognized as spectacularly looking, no?
Yes.
Barbie's the standard to which
To which
sure.
we've all been
everything is
impressed.
compared.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still
What is
sticking
it?
with hula hoop or frisbee, and I'm just going to say hula hoop.
Okay.
Mr. Potato Head. Oh, Don
What
Rickles,
year?
rest in peace.
What year did Mr. Potato Head start?
He must have started around the same time as TV commercials. Early 50s. Yeah,
Interesting.
great question. Next pot topic. Now, there's no right answers here. This is just something to discuss.
It's true. I won't quiz you. So it's not 2019 yet, but lawmakers in a bunch of states have already pre-filed for weed-related or cannabis reform bills. So in Missouri, there's a state lawmaker who's drafted a piece of legislation that would legalize cannabis for adult use, but it would not establish a retail sales system, meaning that people would actually have to grow their own. In Virginia, there's at least one decriminalization bill, which will be on the table. in Texas, in both the House and Senate, they had pre-filed at least 12 marijuana-related bills, and these cover everything from constitutional amendments to fully legalizing to regulating to just decriminalizing in some places. And then in Nevada, there's a couple proposals to revise cannabis tax policies, to create a state bank that these weed companies could actually bank through, and also possibly regulate hemp cultivation. I love hemp.
That bank thing's really important because these, these weed companies having to deal all in cash is like not a particularly convenient.
Yeah, that's very inconvenient.
Yeah, I think we reported last week that even
problem.
taxes, they have to have somebody from the IRS come sit down with them and go over their cash. Like sit down and count it out with them. It's insane.
Did you hear that in more legalization news that Mario Cuomo is in New York saying that he's going to try to get weed legalized for recreationally within a few months, is what he just said.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought New York already was recreational.
No, it's just
Should be.
it's just like a ticket, and there's probably still lots of people still incarcerated unfairly. So hopefully, if he gets his way and it becomes recreational there, they'll also let everybody out of jail.
Yeah. Yeah, they should. They should do that.
Both of those things would be neat.
We're going to talk about that actually.
We were?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
No, it's all right. It's a
To predict a
good
topic.
transition into
Yeah,
it.
sorry about that. But I'll do another one of mine if you want.
I'm ready.
All right. Marijuana, know something? I don't like this at all.
Oh.
What percentage of the world's population is left-handed?
Oh. I thought it was going to be something way weirder. Left-handed.
Well, how do we know? How can we know?
How do you know who's
20%.
left-handed?
Right? 20 sounds about right, maybe, but
I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to go like 15.
I mean, they have to make things for left-handed people.
7%.
Whoa.
7.
Oh, you're wild, Nate.
I mean,
7%.
I mean, what would really blow everybody's minds is if it was like higher than 50.
how do you, is anyone in this room left-handed?
72%.
We have one left-handed person in this
but
room.
out of
So
10,
multiply this by everyone else, and it gets you to about.
So that makes it 10%?
I'm gonna go 17.
All right.
Final answer.
I got to write these down because these are all going to be close. And it's going to be closest without going over. So
Price is
Alicia.
Price is Right
Yeah,
style.
yeah, Alicia says what?
17.
17.
Yep.
Nate, what are you going for?
7%.
7. Blair?
Do I want to go 20 or 15? I'll do 15. I feel like my body's melting.
All right. Well, the only way I could see myself walking away with this one is by saying 18.
Really?
Yeah.
It might be in the 20s though.
It might be, yeah.
I think it really.
Yeah, I might win this sucker.
I think you may have.
Yeah, here we go.
right.
Also, I mean, the answer should shock us. Like, the answers to these are not normally, where you go, okay, makes sense. 10%.
Ooh.
That was my first guess.
10%.
Yeah, so Nate, you won.
Well done.
That's high.
You won nothing,
A
Nate.
little bit high.
Wow, 10%. And I did it. I used science to figure it out. I said there's 10 of us in this room, and one.
That was
I
scientific.
almost just said one has it. One has that left-handed disease.
One has
Can you
it.
imagine?
One person here has it.
Has it?
Are
But
they,
everything's okay with it? You're living a good life? Yeah.
do they count the like ambidextrous, or do they not fall into this?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think ambidextrous is like taught rather than, can they just do it naturally?
They can definitely do it naturally.
My mom's ambidextrous.
Yeah.
She writes with one hand and eats with another.
So which restroom
my
does she
dad
go
does
to?
that too.
How does she self-identify? Wow. Okay. So
She identifies as left-handed. She does.
we'll have to look that up sometime.
I would too, probably.
That'd be a fun thing to know how many ambidextrous people are. I bet
Which
you
one
that's
does she?
think
Which one
one
does she
per
write with?
point, yeah.
On her left.
Her left.
Yeah.
So she's left-handed.
Yeah.
Oh, she
uses
does.
her right
She does
for a
favor
lot.
the left.
I think so, yeah. But she uses her right for a
That's
lot.
just because she can. It's a show-off move.
It is a show-off
is.
To
move.
make left-handed people feel bad that they're just stuck with that.
It's only annoying if you're like eating next to somebody and your elbows, like you're using that same elbow. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
The only.
Is when you're eating close to someone.
You're down in the
Yeah.
post.
Eating on planes.
I like, yeah.
Eating on planes is the worst part about there being
Everything.
left-handed people in the world. Okay, your turn. And I'm out of turns. I got no more questions.
I'll just keep talking then.
Yes.
Altria, they are the company that owns Marlboro. They are investing 1.8 billion with a B in Canadian cannabis company Cronos Group, giving them a 45% stake in the company with the option to go up another 5%, or I'm sorry, up to 55% in the next 5 years.
Are people like upset about this or anything?
I mean, I think there's definitely a fear about this big business entering into cannabis selling, but
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that these big companies are kind of making it mainstream and taking away the stigma, but at the same time, we don't want rich people to get all the money from it. It should create new rich people.
no, like I love the local growers. I think that was one of my favorite parts about this weekend. Is just kind
yeah.
of that like very community feel.
We were at the Emerald Cup for those of you just joining us, and
Catch
it was so much fun meeting everybody. But that is the upside to. Somebody told me it's not everywhere. I don't know the exact configuration of it, but in a lot of places where they've legalized weed, it's legal to grow your own. And to me, that's the one thing that's going to keep big business, at arm's length, is that you could always just say, well, fuck it, I'm not going to pay all this money for weed, I'm just going to grow my own. And anyone can say that. In
a
some
big undertaking,
some
though.
places.
I mean, that's like taking on a whole
It
new
is,
hobby.
but there's people putting out. That's the other thing we learned about at the Emerald Cup is there's lots of people with lessons on how to do it and books and all sorts of lots of help out there if you just want to do it yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you get a license to grow weed, do you have to have a location?
Oh,
Do you have to have an address registered to the license?
I would guess.
I would think
that
so.
They would have to, right?
I'd be curious because
I mean, I know, like, since it's been legalized in California, you can just buy one of the plants and take it home, and they don't question that.
right.
But yeah, I don't know if you're actually, like, growing to sell. Couldn't tell you.
That's just my question.
Thanks a lot.
It's a good question.
Thanks a lot, news girl.
I was trying to think it out. For him. It wasn't working.
Well, I think we've done a great job. We've learned a lot here today. Is there any parting words you want to say?
You can follow me on Twitter at
Yes.
Alicia L. Glass, and send me some hot topics you'd like to see covered next.
Oh, yeah. Get them in there. All right, our next new episode, we're going to pre-tape one later today. Our next new one will be out on Christmas. Then we're going to do an archive episode release on New Year's Day. And then hopefully we'll be back the Tuesday after that, which will be January 8th. Thank you, Alicia.
Hey, thanks.
Alicia.
Stick with us, Nate and Blair. We will be right back. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is sponsoring the show so that we could remind you not to drive drunk. We all know the risks of drunk driving. You could get in a crash and total your car. People, including you, could get hurt or even die. In fact, around 29 people are killed every day in the U.S. because of drunk driving. That's one person every 50 minutes who dies because someone decided to get in their car after drinking. And even though drunk driving is on the decline, it still kills more than 10,000 people each year. But even if you don't crash, driving drunk can have a major impact on your wallet. You could get arrested and have to pay huge legal expenses. You could even lose your job because of it. And not doing it is easy. Before you start drinking, just take a minute, 1 minute, and plan a safe ride home. Designate a sober driver, or just decide you're going to use an app to call a car and pick you up. And if you see a friend who's been drinking, get into their car to drive home, save their life and their wallet, and get them a sober ride. Take their keys if you have to. They'll thank you later. I did it once, and that's exactly what happened. I got thanked. We all know the consequences of driving drunk, but one thing's for sure. You're wrong if you think it's no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Couple.
Is there
Oh, I like that idea. We got Nate's gonna roll something right here on our table.
A blunt
is there a knife?
I love it. A knife. You need a knife?
You got one.
to cut the
What do you
blunt.
need a knife for?
Cut the blunt.
Just
Yeah,
split it with your hands.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh,
Knife flying in. Oh my God. Wow, that is cool.
Thank you.
It's got a real good feel to it. Look at this crazy thing. Nate Craig, new album, Preferred Customer,
Yes, sir.
available on iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere else. So, like, you think they have them at like Pinkberry?
I haven't checked.
They got them everywhere. Watch Maniac on Netflix. You're in Maniac?
Yes, sir.
The thing with Emma Stone and what's his
Hill.
name?
Yeah.
Jonah?
I played
Jonah Hill?
Jonah's brother, Phil.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It was great.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet.
I think it's really good.
People, a lot of people love it. Emma Stone got a Golden Globe nomination for it.
She should.
it's
yeah.
cool. I watched it. It's super weird, but
right,
enjoyable.
but like feels like it's gonna all be like very dreamlike and
yeah, that's
hard
that's
for me
kinda
to
what it
watch
felt
when I'm
like.
high.
Why can't I close it?
I don't know, but be careful
know,
because it's a
yeah.
knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw it back over to
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Here we go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, here.
Thank you.
Somebody come. There you go. Thank you. Upcoming live shows we can see Nate Craig are at Madison, Wisconsin, December 21st and 22nd. at
Yes,
the
this Friday and Saturday at the Brink Lounge if you're in Madison.
Lounge. Yeah. At natecraig.com for tickets and Go Bananas Comedy Club, Cincinnati, Ohio, February 7th through the 10th.
You love that
Love
place.
Go Bananas, yeah. I go there at least once a year.
You crush
and then
it
I
at Go
proceed
Bananas.
to Go Bananas. They don't even have like any kind of banana flavored things on their menu or anything. I would go crazy with that if,
Really?
if that was like,
Banana's an underrated
club.
flavor.
right?
Yeah,
I just had a banana Laffy Taffy yesterday. It really
I love those.
really turned my day around.
They should just give away like banana runts there.
Oh, banana runts.
And banana smoothies.
Ooh, that would be good.
Blair Socci. Check out. I think I love this already. You're in something called Dear Owen Wilson.
Yeah, it's my show.
And why? What's Dear? What happened to Owen Wilson?
I wrote. Well, it's a comedy show based off a letter I wrote to him in 2007 after his suicide attempt, and I wanted him to feel better. And just like now I loved him. But then I started a show and comics read letters to celebrities they love growing up, and then I interview them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's at the Lyric Hyperion Theater here in LA this Thursday at 8.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Blair Socci, Socci on Instagram and Twitter. Blair's spelled normal, right? Is there another way to spell Blair?
I think sometimes people throw an E on there, and you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I celebrate them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And our next show here is going to be December 25th. We're going to tape it today, but it's going to be very festive for you guys to watch on Christmas Day if you're into that sort of thing.
Dab time?
Yeah, why not? Did you do one already?
I sure did.
What is it?
I did some strawberry banana from this company Field that I got in Santa Rosa at the Emerald Cup.
How much does it taste like strawberry banana?
Not really at all. It does have like
Why use those words then if it's not going to taste like that?
And I learned this somewhat recently, so I feel kind of on the outside, but they split the strains into fruit and gas so you have like sour diesel
Right.
is a gas,
Yeah.
and then a lot of the fruit flavors, so it just kind of splits the nodes when you smell it. I don't know the specifics, but
Yeah.
with all the like fruitier strains, they tend to name them with fruits, and then all the gassier strains, they name different gases around.
All
and so
right.
this is definitely
I can't think of another gas though.
yeah, there's a few. There's a lot of like diesel spin-off strains and stuff like that.
Sure.
So but this is definitely one of the
All right.
fruitier strains
Well,
I've ever had.
let me give that a whirl before we invite our guests to take the plunge.
Oh no.
Just to show that it's all safe.
Definitely.
Nothing will happen.
Careful with it, might fall.
All right, so that was one thing we saw up at the Emerald Cup is sometimes people will just have a giant glob when they go to do a dab. And thank you to everyone there that let me hit their dabs, because they're just there with their rigs and stuff. On the Christmas episode next week, we brought back a rig that we're going to use on the show. See, that's a good tease to get people to watch. And
It's a cool
Nate
one
and Blair
too.
feel like bad they're not going to be here. They're all FOMOing over there.
Foaming hard.
It's a hard FOMO.
Did you quit?
Have any of you ever dabbed before?
It's been a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But it has happened.
Yeah.
What was your experience like?
I was way too stoned.
Okay.
It gets you a lot higher, a lot quicker
Yeah.
than other things, for sure. But that was very nice. That was very smooth.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite strain, strawberry banana. It's always pretty consistent.
It consistently does not taste like strawberry or banana.
Not at all.
Got it.
How's that blunt coming along?
Slowly.
Quit a while ago.
Yeah, what's the story with that? Is it just did you put too much in there, or
In there? Yeah.
like does the blunt not reach, or?
I don't have enough spit to roll a blunt.
Well, that's what I love about a good blunt is that somebody's mouth has been all over it.
Oh man.
I got it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been doing this? Are you just trying to do this for the first time?
No, I've rolled blunts. Not maybe enough to be doing it too stoned, but I've rolled several thousand blunts.
Several
so
thousands.
you'd say so you're blaming this on how high you are right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so glad you were the one that decided to do this.
Yeah. Well,
Could you roll them?
Could I?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
It looks like it's going
It
well.
is a good thing that he's doing it.
I feel like the pace is maybe just slowed down.
Are you good at rolling them?
only gotten slower since you guys started.
Yeah, it
watching.
used to be really good. When I hurt my thumb, I had to kind of relearn how to do them. But
That's probably what pushed you into dabs.
yeah, I was like, you know
Can't
what?
fucking roll a blunt with this
Can't roll-
thumb.
Nope.
I sure can light
I
this
could just-
thumb on fire with a nice little torch.
Sure can.
Holy cow, you guys, this episode's going by so fast. So, are you both officially passing on doing dabs today?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I am too.
I think that's fair. It's reasonable.
Yeah, understandable.
So, don't read the comments.
Yeah, don't do it.
But you know, I urge you to try it someday at some
do
point.
another
Especially if you ever feel like, you know, maybe I'm not getting as high as I'd like. You know, you get a little too build up too much of a tolerance. Mm-hmm. It's
smoke
turned
this
out to
blunt
be
instead,
kind of
though.
a good next.
Do
Yeah,
it, light
let's
it up.
get it going.
I would have done that if it was the only thing I was doing. My body already feels
Right?
like a waterfall right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So I put this grapefruit haze in there
Oh, okay. Cool. So it's a sativa.
with the
blunt.
indica that you gave me earlier.
All right, let's do it. I'm excited. This doesn't happen often enough on the show, you know,
It's true.
because I certainly can't roll anything.
It looks like it turned out nicely.
Pretty great. So that's all that being high affects your blunt rolling, is that it just takes 10 minutes instead of 3 minutes.
Mine, yes.
I mean, that was like one of those cooking shows on the, you know, Food Network where, like, you know, somebody's like, their dish looks like a complete disaster, and then they fucking get it together, and suddenly it's amazing.
Good
But we
job,
gotta
Nate.
go. We've only got like 20 seconds left, so thank you to Blair and to Nate and to the Dab Master and to the Pot Topics girl and to everybody
Topic.
watching.
Thank
And
you.
we'll see you on Christmas Day. Come watch our Christmas Day show next Tuesday.
Merry Christmas.
One more reminder to not drive drunk. You can get in a crash, people could get hurt, or even die. And if that doesn't already give you enough of a reason, it could also get you arrested, create major legal expenses for you and your family, or even cost you your job. It's not worth it. Just call a car or a sober friend and get home safe. We all know the consequences of driving drunk, but one thing's for sure, you're wrong if you think it's no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over.
How are y'all feeling now?
I'm very stoned. Feel good.
I feel like my body is a melting waterfall.
Perfect.
I've never felt better in my life. It's the best I've ever felt.
I'm a shorter waterfall, but yes.
Nate seems a little scared, but oh, is it still going? I love you guys.